and Doug Stockman have forged an international reputation in the sport of shuffleboard and have compiled some impressive results along the way. Shuffleboard, more commonly known as deck or floor shuffleboard, has been played for more than 500 years. Besides Canada and the United States, other countries active in shuffleboard include Great Britain, Japan, Russia, Australia, Norway, Germany, and Brazil. In 2015, competitive shuffleboard in Florida celebrated its 100th anniversary. Despite a perception that it's a game for the elderly, shuffleboard is being increasingly enjoyed by players of all ages.
I guess first time we encountered them was in Lakeland in Florida. Doug played at a Lakeland club and we played out of Zephyr Hills.
Having never met in Nova Scotia, but then when we realized they were Nova Scotians, of course we gravitated toward one another.
Pat and Doug Stockman have been involved in shuffleboard for many years, playing both in Nova Scotia, in tournaments across Canada, and during the winters at the Sandlin RV and Golf Resort in Florida.
It's a seniors activity in Florida, mostly. It's a seniors activity in Nova Scotia, mostly, for that matter. And, most of us play for the fun of it. We don't get our nose out of joint too much over whether, well, that doesn't mean you're not competitive. Doug's pretty competitive, and so am I. And oftentimes we played as opponents. Once on an occasion, we would play as partners.
After playing for several years in an active inter-park league in Florida, Pat and Doug felt a desire for more competitive play and decided to enter into tournaments. As amateurs and state amateurs, they were able to play as partners and accumulate the points required to qualify for professional status. Since turning pro, Pat has placed among the top finishers in Central District and state tournaments more than 30 times, including 8 first-place finishes. Doug has placed among the top finishers more than 30 times as well, including 10 first-place finishes.
For my part, as far as Pat and a partner being, Pat and I partnered many times, and she's a wonderful partner to have on the other end. I love having her down there. She's a good, clean, clear player, always does her job, and I have a tendency to try strange things sometimes, but she continues to maintain a good game always. So we've enjoyed playing together, and we've done well together. Yeah. So both in Florida state shuffleboard tournaments as well as interprovincial tournaments within Canada, we've played together many times. So wonderful partner, love her to death.
Doug has been active in the promotion of shuffleboard both in Florida and in Nova Scotia. In Florida, he served 4 years as vice president and 2 as president of the Central District Board. In 2009, Pat and Doug were among those instrumental in the formation of the Saltwater Shuffleboard Club based in Sackville, Nova Scotia. They've served as co-presidents of the club and continue to play a large part in promoting the sport of shuffleboard throughout Nova Scotia. Their success in Florida tournament play was recognized in 2018 when they were both inducted into the Central District Hall of Fame. In Canadian interprovincial play, Pat was a member of the Nova Scotia ladies teams that placed first in Coldwater, Ontario in 2009 and in Dieppe, New Brunswick in 2013, and third in Goderich, Ontario in 2015. Doug was part of a Nova Scotia men's team that placed first nationally in 2009, fourth in 2013, and seventh in 2015. At the international level, competing at tournaments sanctioned by the International Shuffleboard Association, Doug placed fourth in men's singles from among 44 competitors at the World Singles Tournament held in Dieppe, New Brunswick in 2011. Pat placed 11th in women's singles from among 37 competitors at the same tournament.
And they're wonderful people. They're always willing to compromise and work with everybody and make things work out. So they're very deserving of whatever honor Berwick has to share with them.
The Berwick Sports Hall of Fame is pleased to induct, in the athlete and builder category, longtime Berwick residents Pat and Doug Stockman, players and tireless promoters of the sport of shuffleboard.